Hi, we are students from the University of Texas at Dallas who represent the nonprofit organization Brain Exercise Initiative, or BEI. All across the country, we work with residents' homes and strive to use simple math and reading exercises that help improve cognitive processes inside the brain. Momentarily, a couple of volunteers will be instructing you throughout the exercises. Have fun and good luck!
Hey there, my name is Adam Salem, and I'm a student at the University of Texas at Dallas, and today I will be reading with you The Legend of Bigfoot and the story of a boy and the sun. If you would read aloud with me, that would be amazing. It would be awesome. Let's get started. So this is The Legend of Bigfoot. Mary Johnson lived alone in the woods. She lived in the hills. She liked the peace and quiet. Mary looked outside one day. She saw something in her yard. It was large and furry. It scared her. She hid. Mary went to another window. She looked out and saw an animal. It was tall and strong. It had dark hair from head to toe. It walked on two legs. Was it a bear? No. It didn't walk like a bear. It walked more like a human. Mary knew it wasn't a regular animal. It was Bigfoot. There are many stories like this out there. There are many stories of Bigfoot sightings. Bigfoot is a legend. Bigfoot isn't real, but some people still think that he is. Some people write books about seeing him. Some people go out to look for him in the woods. Some say that Bigfoot is real, but there is no proof. No one has found Bigfoot's hair. No one has found parts of a dead Bigfoot. No one has even found a footprint. Lots of people try to prove that Bigfoot is real. They say they have proof, but it is fake. Some take photos of him, but the photos are always too blurry. Some take videos of him, but the videos are a trick. Bigfoot is really a man dressed as an ape. Some say they have Bigfoot's body. People pay them to see the body. The body looks very real, but it's fake. It is a doll. It is not Bigfoot. Bigfoot stories pop up every few years. People say they saw an unusual animal. They say it can only be Bigfoot. Normal people too, not just oddballs. So, what do you think? Is Bigfoot out there? Now we will move on to the story of the boy and the sun. Long ago, in the time before time, a young boy lived with his mother. The boy did not have a father. The boy desperately wanted to know his father, but his mother had no answers for him. "Saitaka, little man," said the boy's grandmother one morning, "you should go to the sun and ask him about your father. He is sure to know." The boy made a special flour by grinding together a tortoiseshell, coral, seashells, and cornmeal. He took this mixture and threw it towards the heavens. He created a path to the sky that is today called the Milky Way. The boy climbed this path all the way to the sun and asked him, "Who is my father?" Although impressed by the boy's efforts, the sun replied, "You have a lot to learn." And with that, the boy fell down, down, down to the earth below. The boy was not deterred. He built a box out of cottonwood, placed it on the river, and sealed himself inside. He floated west, down the river, to find the sun once more. Eventually, the box washed ashore where the river split in two. "Is someone inside this box?" rasped a voice from outside the box. "Yes," cried the boy. "Please, let me out." The boy heard soft sounds scraping around the sides and over the top of the box. He heard a crack. Another crack, and a boom. The side of the box popped open. Outside lay a rattlesnake looking up at him, her tongue flicking in and out of her mouth as she took in his scent. After hearing his story, the rattlesnake asked to join the boy on his quest. Together, they traveled west, toward the sun, until they saw a meteor falling towards the sea on its way to the sun's house. They asked the meteor for a ride, explaining the purpose of their journey. The meteor agreed, and the boy and the rattlesnake climbed onto the meteor. When they arrived, they met the sun's mother, who was none other than the moon. The moon was working on a piece of turquoise jewelry. She told them to sit and wait with her until the sun returned. That evening, the sun returned from his day's work to find the boy and the rattlesnake. Again, the boy asked the sun, "Who is my father?" The sun took a deep breath and replied, "I think I am your father." Right? Thank you guys, and I hope you guys keep enjoying what we put out for you. You guys have a good one.
Hi everyone, my name is Shalika Potty, and this year I am volunteering with UTD's Brain Exercise Initiative chapter, and I'm so excited to see all of y'all very, very soon. A couple of things about me is that I am currently a rising sophomore in college, obviously, and I'm majoring in neuroscience. My hobbies would include singing, dancing, arts and craft, really anything that is creative, and of course, Netflix. But today I'm going to show y'all a short little singing piece to one of Elvis Presley's most iconic songs, Can't Help Falling in Love, but I've added a bit of a twist to it by adding some Indian fusion music, a little bit of Bollywood music in there, so hopefully y'all enjoy it. Let's go. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I say, would it be a sin? But I can't help falling in love with you. But I can't help falling in love with you. इन्हें दिनों दिल मेरा, इन्हें दिनों दिल मेरा मुझसे है कह रहा, तू ख्वाब सजा, तू जी ले जरा, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey, and I am a student at the University of Texas studying psychology. Today, we will be completing math set questions together, and I'll give you 5 seconds to do them. We are doing this in order to improve your brain health, and it is important that you try to complete these problems as fast as you can. Ready? Let's go! Remember, do these simple problems as fast as you can. These have been proven to be the most beneficial for our brains. One times 1 is 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 6 plus 7 is 13. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. 5 minus 3 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 5 plus 2 is 7. 3 plus 10 is 13. 1 times 5 is 5. 9 plus 2 is 11. 2 times 4 is 8. 9 minus 9 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. 4 plus 6 is 10. 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 4 plus 6 is 10. 3 plus 4 is 7. 6 times 6 is 36. 4 plus 3 is 7. 9 times 9 is 81. 4 plus 4 is 8. 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 10 is 13. 4 plus 6 is 10. 7 times 6 is 42. 3 plus 3 is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 3 plus 3 is 6. 7 times 7 is 49. 81 divided by 9 is 9. 7 plus 7 is 14. Finally, 8 plus 4 is 12. Congratulations on completing your problems. Thank you so much time for watching this video, and I highly encourage you to continue watching these videos. Thank you so much. See you all next time.
Hello everyone, my name is Dana and I'm so excited to meet you all. I thought I would show you an old hobby that I've had that I finally had time to catch up with during the summer. I'm going to be painting something super short and fun, and I'm going to show you, and I really hope you enjoy.
Hello, I'm Celeste Lewo, and I'm a sophomore at the University of Texas at Dallas and a volunteer with BEI. Today we'll be reading a passage called The Orchid Secret, written by Josh Adler. Deep in the jungles of Colombia, there is a kind of flower that attracts bees with its unique perfume. The male bees store as much scent as possible from this particular flower on their hind legs. The male bees that collect the most scent attract the female bees to mate with them. In Venezuela, there is a flower people collect for its large white or light yellow petals. Few people ever find it though, since it only blooms for a few days. There is a small pink and yellow flower that only grows in a very specific part of the state of Florida. It also only grows on trees, and wind or birds may spread its seeds. These flowers are some of the most rare and delicate species in all of nature. They are all types of orchids. For hundreds of years, orchids have been prized discoveries of collectors and adventurers hoping to find new and exotic breeds of the flower. In her book, The Orchid Thief, author Suzanne Orlean tells how in the 1800s, orchids became popular in Europe, which made them very valuable. Many orchid hunters set out to find and bring back new types of orchids to sell. However, many of the men who went looking for the mysterious orchids met with tragedy instead. Orlean relates that dozens of hunters were killed by fever or accidents or malaria or foul play. Others became trophies for headhunters or prey for horrible creatures such as flying yellow lizards and diamondback snakes and jaguars. Sometimes orchid hunters even were injured or killed by other people. On one trip to find orchids in 1901, 8 hunters ventured to the Philippines, which is a group of islands in the Pacific Ocean. A tiger ate one hunter, another was badly burned, and 5 more were completely disappeared. The trip's only survivor brought back 47,000 orchids. Even modern-day orchid hunters like Tom Hart's Dyke still face incredible dangers to collect the flowers. He and his partner, Paul Winder, were held as prisoners for over 9 months after they were captured on an orchid hunt in Central America. While the plants have long been valued for their beauty, they may be even more important to science and our understanding of co-evolution. Unlike plants that can self-pollinate, orchids need very specific insects or birds to spread their pollen. The process by which insects, the wind, or birds spread the pollen of different flowers is called pollination. Pollen is a powder produced by plants that contains their genetic material. In order for the plants to reproduce, the pollen must be physically moved to the flower stigma, which contains an egg. Now the fertilized egg can become a seed. Birds and insects can pollinate plants by touching many different flowers and spreading the pollen around. Orchids evolved to attract insects and birds. Because there are many different species of orchid, there are also many different ways the orchids attract their pollinators. Orlean explains that many species look so much like their favorite insects that the insect mistakes them for kin or other insects, and when it lands on the flower to visit, pollen sticks to its body,
Another orchid imitates the shape of something that a pollinating insect likes to kill. Other species look like the mate of their pollinator, so the bug tries to mate with one orchid, and then another, and spreads pollen from flower to flower each hopeless time. Other orchids don't use their shape at all, but rather produce specialized scents to attract specific insects such as bees, beetles, or flies. Some orchids smell like cake, some like chocolate, and some like rotting meat. All these smells may seem weird or gross, but they exist to lure creatures to their pollen and help the orchid survive. The strategies to attract insects and spread their flowers' pollen go on and on. Each family of orchids has a unique kind of insect or bird that visits their flowers, as well as its own way of attracting them. It has worked too. According to Nova, a science television series on PBS, orchid species number more than 25,000 worldwide. That is more kinds of species than any other flower on the planet, and new ones are still being found. Orchids and the insects that pollinate them are one of the most amazing examples of evolution, though their degree of codependence varies, as it is apparent that at least some orchids are more reliant on their pollinators than the pollinators are on the orchids. The degree of evolutionary specialization is still very impressive. Research by Harvard scientists suggests that certain species of orchid evolved specifically to attract orchid bees, which collect a wide variety of scents from various plants in preparation for mating. In another case, an orchid mimics a female's smell and appearance, and the male pollinator gets nothing out of the bargain whatsoever. By tricking the insects that collect its pollen, the orchid has survived since the time of the dinosaurs. Shh, it's a secret. Thank you! I hope you enjoyed that. Bye!
Hello, my name is Anat and I'm so excited to meet all of you. So today I'm going to play Pachelbel's Canon in D on the violin for you. And in school I played the violin for 4 years and I haven't played it for a few years now, so I decided to give it a try today. So I hope you enjoy. And once again, I can't wait to meet all of you.
you.